What's up, Internet? Chris Mechanic here from Web Mechanics alongside my main man, Shlomo Trachtenberg. Had an interesting conversation the other day with a prospect talking about metrics. And specifically, they were measuring what I would consider and you would consider vanity metrics. So today we kind of want to blow a hole in this idea of certain metrics, because in our world there's so many metrics. And if you're, an advanced practitioner, it's very much possible to focus on certain metrics and to put those in front of your clients when really you know that they're maybe not the best metrics in the whole wide world to focus on. So you were in that convo with me, but why don't you talk about it?
Yeah, so all the time we're talking to prospects and they're like, and a lot of times we like to take a look at their old agency reports, like the other companies that they were working with, and take a look at to understand baselines. And so often we'll get these reports of like, hey, you guys, like this month you spent, like $5,000, you generated, 150,000 impressions, you got 10,000 clicks, and you got a lot of brand awareness and, lots of page engagement. People were on the page for like 3 minutes.
And you're ranking number one for these 17 keywords that
there's no volume for.
Yeah, there's no volume for it. There's useless keywords.
Yeah, so I don't want to take these metrics and say they're not worth anything, but it depends what you're leading with. Like, are you using these metrics to support something which actually is a KPI for the business?
Yeah.
And explain that, or are you using these metrics as a way of hiding behind your failure as ability to reach those KPIs? So always lead with the very simple. Am I making more money than I'm paying? That's the first thing that you want to know.
I always like to say zoom in straight to the money.
Right. Right. If you're going in right at the money, you want to know how much money did you generate through your marketing and how much did I have to pay in fees and in ad spend to be able to get that, and is that a return on investment or is that not?
Yeah.
And then if you're making money on that, or then you could start using these other metrics to say, yeah, we drove, a $50,000 return on investment, and we did that because we ran these types of ads over here, and we got these types of impressions and the clicks and everything. But those metrics are used to support the metrics that actually talk about the money.
So it's like, what deep funnel actions actually drive revenue? What are the metrics most closely tied to that? And then back out for upper funnel metrics and look for correlations.
Exactly, because then those upper funnel metrics will give you the information you need to optimize and do better. Like if you have for example, if you're getting a lot of impressions but you don't have that many clicks, even if you're making money, there's an opportunity there to basically retweak your ads to get a higher click-through rate for the same price. You could be getting more traffic and be making more money.
Yeah. And a lot of times what you would consider to be a down funnel metric, such as like contact us request, or, made a purchase is different, but like a demo request can be misleading if you're just looking at that. So if possible, you want to go to the CRM level and look at what specific demo requests from which channels are actually
tie that back
into,
to like the revenue. Like of those, how many of them closed into business? Of the business, how much revenue did it drive?
Yeah.
And then use that as a way to understand your ROI.
Yep. So last thing I'll say, I know this is getting long, but here we use the one big metric framework. So ask yourself the question that if I totally flop on every single metric except this one big metric, what is that one big most important metric? And then the report that you look at on a periodic basis the whole first page should just be that metric real big, and then scroll down deeper into the other ones.
Cool.
So that's it. No more vanity metrics, folks. You heard it here first. Thank you.